Hello, once again, welcome to Magic of Lotus. We are two Italian YouTubers. We talk, of course, about Magic the Gathering, and we do like 2 videos per day. We are also trying to do some English content like this one, to try to reach other communities and help other players outside of Italy. So, in this MTGPL, we talk about a ruling about engineered explosives. This is one of the most useful artifacts ever printed. Since its printing, it has been played everywhere. So, with our cost of X, so whichever you want, and Sunburst, for each colored mana we spend, we get 1 counter when this card enters the battlefield. So, by paying 2 mana and sacrificing this useful artifact, we destroy all non-land permanent with that mana cost. For example, if we play it with 2 counters, and then we sacrifice the engineered explosives, all the permanents that cost 2 mana are destroyed. This is really great. So, why this card is so special? Because sometimes we can bypass problem made with its mana cost. For example, if our opponent has this card, Chalice of the Void, this card is one of the nastier cards ever printed. If you don't know it, just let's read it really quickly. XX, and then all spells that enters, that are cast with that mana cost are countered. So if our opponent plays this card for 0, so he doesn't have to pay any mana, all cards that cost 0 mana are countered. This can be a problem, for example, for some decks like this one, Amulet Titan, Living End, and so on and so forth. How can we bypass this with engineering explosive? We need an engineering explosive with 0 counters, so we spend 0 mana to play it. But if we spend 0 mana, the cost of this artifact is 0, so the Chalice will counter it. We can bypass this, like I said. We can pay, for example, just 1 colorless mana, so the X is 1, and the converted mana cost of this card is 1. Then the Chalice can do anything, and the engineering explosive can enter the battlefield. But then, thanks to Sunburst, the counters on this card are 0. Why? Because the number of counters on this artifact are not decided based on the X that we pay, but is decided based on the colors that we use to pay the cost. In this case, how many colors did we use? 0, because colorless is not a color. Then the engineered explosives can enter with 0 counters. We pay 2, pam, and destroy the Chalice of our opponent, and then we can play our stuff. This is useful also in other situations. For example, if we know that our opponent has some counter spells or stuff that looks at the converted mana cost of the spells. Because, for example, if we pay something like this, we have 2 greens and 1 red. So we spend all the mana, so we spend 3 mana, and the cost of this spell is 3, but we get 2 counters, because we've spent just 2 type of colors, just green and red. So when you play this card, keep in mind this, because it can save your game, and you can win by this. I hope this piece was useful to you, and we will see again in another videos. Bye bye!